Hello, my team is made up of Valeria Murillo and me, Adalberto Pineda. We will introduce you to our project of the Performing Arts Center.
The concept for our project is the Aguizotl, which is a Mexican mythological creature. He drew people in through song and movements. With that, this up again since we are on the stage and we seek to attract people with the event that takes place inside the space as well as with their facades and exterior forms.
Master plan, it was decided to place the project in the southern part of the property so that the sun wouldn't affect the interior space. The new complex was integrated with the existing construction as well as with the main road. Inside plan, the Rosarito Ensenada Highway has a speed of 18 kilometers per hour, so a deceleration lane was made with a total distance of 125 meters, which allows the reduction of vehicles to enter the complex. There is an exit on the same road. There is a pedestrian access that connects with the central square that guides the user to the main access door. There is a parking on level 1 for the disabled and the rest in an underground parking lot, with a total of 75 lots. The maximum height corresponds to the loom area with 19.40 meters. In overall render perspective, it can be seen that the colors are similar to those of the area. Stone from the side was used for different elements such as the facade and other walls. The access and service area are located in the southern area of the border, concentrating all the service areas here. Here you can see the central square that connects with the pedestrian access and the access to the lobby. There is also a series of arches that make up the facade, this to give hierarchy and help the solar incision.
In underground parking, you can see a ramp with a 15% slope. It goes down and we have a traffic in one direction and at the other, and you go up. Here we have the elevator that's got up to the second level. On the first level, we access through the main entrance and enter the lobby, and in front we have the stairs. On the right side, we have an information area, the elevator, baggage at the tile store, and bathrooms that have access under the stairs. On the left side, there is a ticket office, bar, candy store, catering kitchen, everything service such as machinery room, electrical room, and concierge. Then we have a temporary exhibition area, then the museum rooms, creating corridor that guides you to the different rooms, imitating one to parts the characteristics or project. On the upper right side is the workshop that has a window in the front of arches overlooking the site and walls designed for acoustic to mitigate noise. In lobby render, the first thing you see when you enter is a monumental staircase that guides you to the second floor, where the theater is located and a dome that allows natural light to enter. The same color and materials are observed as on the outside. The lobby feature and double height to guide to the feeling of a large, more expensive space. Here we can see the union of the lobby with the bar. Observing the window in the shape of arches, you can also see the union between the bar and the candy store and the temporary exhibition area. Here you can see the exhibition of painting in the rooms. Light tones were used to enlarge the space and make the works the protagonist of the space. In workshop render, it has ample space for the different musical instruments and the use of theme. It has view towards the sea and lattice that allows good acoustic.
In floor plan, going up the stairs, you can see the furniture exhibition area and packing and unpacking area. On the right side is the administrative area with conference room, theater, and museum office, and the general office, which have views of the obelisk that is already part of the existing one. In the theater, there is the seating area, control room, orchestra pit, the stage. To the right were concentrated the areas for men, such as the bathroom and dressing rooms, laundry room, and locker room. To the left are the women's area, set storage, and wine cellar. From the service area, the elevators go up to the second level to supply all the theater and museum furniture. In museum render, here you can see the furniture exhibition keeping the same color palette. In library render, it can be seen that we continue with the materials and shapes similar to the area. There are views to the outside that allow natural light to enter for readers. In render theater, here you can see the stage, the orchestra pit, and you can see the glass that has a view of the sea. On this side are the seats, and you can see brown, red, and white tone as in the other areas. Section 8. Here is the section showing the underground parking ramps and that we went down 4 meters. On the first level, you can see the stairs and the museum area. In the third, you can see the height of the loom, the seats, the orchestra pit, and the stage. The maximum height is 19.40 for the loom area. In the structure system, for the areas with large spans, as in the case of the theater, an analysis was made with reinforcement from the region, and for the rest of the building, it was done based on rigid steel frames with spans no less than 12.40 meters. In exterior render, you can see the access to the underground parking lot. The vegetation used in the central square is the same as that in the area. You can see the dome in the form of an arc on the surface so as not to break with these arc shapes that you have. On the roof facade, an element was implemented to show hierarchy that corresponds to the theater. At the bottom is the other exhibition area that ends the tour of the museum and follows his choosing concept. An ornamental lattice was used to support a mesh that captured the sea breezes. In workshop render, a connection was made between the workshop and the main building by means of a lattice that covers a corridor, which leads you to a walkway where the other exhibition is located for sample to observe the sea.
Skylight were placed to allow natural lighting to enter the second level. On the back, you can see solar panels facing south. We will now present a virtual tour of the exterior of the building. Thank you very much for your attention.